Welcome to DCo Insider, where we give you an inside look at how we do business here in Durham County government. My name is Dawn Dudley. I am the Senior Public Information Specialist for the Durham County Manager's Office. We have all been there before. We've gotten almost to where we need to be and realized that we left something important behind. Typically, we can work through the challenge even if we feel a bit stressed. When it comes to emergency preparedness, planning is so very important and it's the key you don't want to leave behind. Today we're joined by Schein. He is the Interim Chief Emergency Manager for the Durham County Office of Emergency Services. We're going to jump right into the conversation about what Durham residents should look forward to regarding biggest weather threats in our area.
Thanks, Dawn. So the biggest weather threats that Durham faces are localized flooding from heavy rains, tornadoes, and lightning associated with both tornadoes and the heavy rain. So first, let's talk about the flooding. We don't suffer storm surge like our neighbors to the east do coming off the coast, but we do get localized road flooding. So we ask that you do not drive into any standing floodwaters because especially at night you can't see them, you're not sure how deep they are, and it doesn't take much to cause a problem with your vehicle. So the second thing is going to be tornadoes. And for tornadoes, if you get your alert that there's a tornado warning, we want you to move to an interior space in your building and to the lowest floor as possible without having to go outside in the process. So in, away from the outside walls and windows, and down for a tornado. And then for lightning, what we would like you to do is take shelter when there's lightning in the area. And you can know that by downloading any of those free weather apps on your phone so that you have the ability to know when that lightning is within 10 miles.
Well, speaking of apps, thanks to technology, people can access news and information almost anywhere. When it comes to weather alerts here in Durham, what is the best way for our residents to get local information regarding emergency preparedness or what we're talking about now, weather-related alerts?
Thank you. That's a great question. And we have a great system here in Durham County called Alert Durham. You can go to www.alertdurham.com to sign up. And what you'll do is you'll put your address in there and create an account, and you will get localized emergency alerts for things going on specific to that location in Durham County. That can range from a boil water notice, if we would need one, tornado warnings, watches, weather alerts. We're only going to use that in times of dire need so that you're not bombarded with messaging. Also at that website, you can find more information on everything we're discussing today.
Got it. So let's say that I just received an alert from Alert Durham telling me that a severe weather pattern is heading our way and I should expect downed trees, power lines, flooding. What can I do to prepare in my home? I think you referred to it as a survival kit. Can you tell me more about that?
Absolutely. So for years, we've been telling folks to get a kit, get a plan. But what does that actually mean? So let me explain that to you for just a moment here. When we talk about a plan, we want you to know when you're going to decide to take an action, whether that's to move to a safer place or actually just decide to stay where you're at because that's the safest course of action. We want you to make that decision as early as possible so that you're not going out into the impacts of the storm, whether that's snow or ice or torrential rains associated with a tropical storm or a hurricane, and especially the lightning and the flooding. So that plan means knowing when you're going to make your decision so that you're not caught in the effects of the storm. The second thing we want you to do is have a kit. And everybody talks about a survival kit or a disaster kit, and they envision this giant box of supplies in the middle of their home, taking up all the space in their living room, filled with 3 to 5 days of food, water, diapers, pet food, medicine, and all sorts of other things that you need to be self-sufficient for 3 to 5 days. And I'm here to tell you that while that might be a great thing, there's other ways to go about doing it. As long as those components of the kit are available in your home and you're staying in your home, you have the ability to have a kit ready to go. So I mentioned food. A lot of people go out and they'll buy dehydrated food or canned food by the case that they don't normally eat. And then when they try to prepare that during a storm, it doesn't come out real well, especially if you can't cook because your utilities are off. So we want you to buy pop-top cans of readily, easily prepared or no prep food. So for example, soup. Soup in a can with a pop-top. You can eat it cold. You can have it to whatever flavor your family likes or is accustomed to. But it's not just soup. It's any food that your family is used to. And all we have as an ask to you is that when you go shopping on a weekly basis, buy one extra. All right, so low cost, easy to do, and then you just stockpile a little bit each week so that you have a reserve of food in your house if and when that storm comes.
That seems doable. And Ari, this conversation is always important and so timely because the reality is an emergency situation, weather related, can pop up at any time, and we should be prepared. So thank you so much for your time and this valuable information that you share with us today.
Thanks, Dawn. My pleasure.
Thank you. If you enjoyed this edition of DCo Insider and you want to hear or watch more like them, please visit our social media sites. And when you go to our YouTube page, don't forget to subscribe. Until next time, we'll see you for another Inside Look.